Hello, hello. Good. Oh, necklace. Oh, there you go. Hello, hello, people. I'll wait for a few of you to join. And I'm going to turn that. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Don't want that to go off, do I? Oh, Karen. Good evening, Karen. How are you? First in, first through the door. Wipe your feet. Come on in. Take a seat. Help yourself to nibbles. Hello, Mary Craftflowers. Hope you're well. I'm just turning my iPad screen lock off, which I should have done, but I didn't. Now I have. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Kerry Forrest. How are you? Oh, 40 people already. I better whiz up. Paula, how are you, Paula? Hope you're well. Hope you can all hear me. Hopefully you can do. I'm using this microphone again. It's kind of directional, but we'll see if it works better than the being too echoey. Hello, Katie. Katie Newport, how are you? Hi, Carol. Nice to see you. To see you nice. As one famous person once said. Hello, Lillian. Hello, Linda. Hope you're all well. Hope you've had a lovely day. Hello, Sam. Wave to you as well. Hello, Lisa. Hope you're good. Hello, Tracy. Nice to see you. Hello, Melanie. Come on in. Come on in. The water's fine. Hello, Bella. Hello, Bella. Hope you're well. Double-barreled name. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, third live of the week, which is good. I'm kind of just experimenting. Well, not experimenting this week at all. I didn't mean it like that. Kind of just doing them on different days to see what suits people and what time suits people, and things like that. I put a couple of polls out on my Facebook, and lots of you are saying that 8 o'clock is better than 7 because lots of things happen at 7 o'clock. I know, but I've kept this at 7 o'clock because I'd previously arranged it, so I didn't want to change anything. Friday, we're going to have another live Friday because a certain Mr. Sturrock wanted one, which is going to be brilliant, actually. Catherine's going to be at her shop, and she's got something really exciting to tell you about. So that will be on Friday, and that'll be at 8 o'clock. And Ben, who came in yesterday, he's going to join us as well. So that's going to be fun. Good evening, Sandra. How are you? Hello, Judy. I hope you're well. Nice to see you as well. Hello, Lynn. What have you all been doing today? Have you had a nice day? Snow's still on the ground. So we went for a walk, Jane, myself, and Millie, in our local deer park, and it was lovely. It was lovely. Let's see if I can bring that down a little bit. Can I? Oh, there you go. Hello, Tracy. So that was really nice. It was very bracing. And then we came home, had a coffee, which was really nice. And then we had our chimney swept. And that's not a euphemism. Somebody came round to sweep the chimney today to get it all nice and clean because we've got a log burner. So it's important that you do that. And he let me have a look. And it was all like sooty. Not as in sooty and sweep. He was a sweep and it was sooty. No jokes there. But I took a picture of the brush outside the chimney. Hi Tracy, how are you doing today from a cold Colwyn Bay in North Wales? Oh, it is chilly there. But of course, Wales is beautiful, isn't it? Love Wales. I love Pembrokeshire. Been to Solva on holiday there. That was really nice. Hello Angela, nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're all nice and warm. I know it's all very tenuous at the moment about turning the heating on and things, but I hope you're keeping nice and warm. And get a hot water bottle, get a hot chocolate or something like that, and keep yourself nice and warm. Get under a duvet, watch some good TV, or stay with me for an hour. We've got some great guests coming and joining us, and hopefully, if I slide across, they will press the little icon at the bottom, and our first guest will be joining us shortly. Hello, Claire. How are you? Hello, Wayne. Hope you're good. Nice to see you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Diane. Diane says hi, everybody. I'm sure everybody says hello back. Northumberland is freezing, says Mary Craftflowers. Is it? I've not really been up to Northumberland a lot. I'd like to, though. I'd like to. Francis is watching. Linda says, evening, Janice and everyone else. So say hello to Linda, everyone. Emma's watching. Hello, Emma. Hi, Janice. Hope you're well. Lucky you having a log burner. Jealous. Yeah, we are really lucky, actually. We just had a lot of wood delivered yesterday. A ton of wood, actually. So I had to put that into store. You always got to have the right wood to burn on a log burner. So Reno Patchwork. Oh, hi. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Denise. Kay, nice to see you as well. Welcome. You're all welcome. So if our first guest is there and watching, our lovely Nina, if you'd like to tap the icon at the bottom of the screen, I'm going to tap it now to see if you are already there. If you tap on that, if you are watching, that will bring up a request and then I can bring you in. So that's our lovely Nina. She will be our first guest today. And then we've got Toni. Hi, Sophie. Hope you're well. Hello, Stella. Hello, Karen. So if you've got any questions for either of those two lovely, talented ladies, then get your questions in when they're on. And I will ask them because they'll be in the comments. Hello, Karen. Oh, Karen. Two Karens joining at the same time. So Reno Patchwork. Hi, Janice. I've just finished 5 games of playing Happy Puzzle. Have you? Oh, that is an addictive game, isn't it? Played it with Paula when she was on. You can play it on your own. You don't need to play it against somebody. But yeah, that is really good. Patricia from Lanarkshire in Scotland. There's another place I need to go. Nina is here. Okay, Nina. So if I tap on that. Oh, I don't want to ban you or suspend you. I think you have to tap on the icon at the bottom of your screen if you're on your phone, Nina, and that will then, it will be a request. I don't know whether I can go in and see you. Let me see. I've got a few. Are you there? Let me have a look. Me do. No, I think you have to tap on the icon. Little person. Looks like they're holding a little picture like that. And if you tap on that, that'll send me a request, Nina. And if you can't see that at the bottom of your screen, it might be because you've got your phone turned the other way. I don't know, but it should be at the bottom of your screen. And there's icons that you can drag across. So there's a little row of icons. You've got a star wand, microphone to show that it's working. You've got the camera that you can turn around, and then you've got a little icon with 2 people. So you need to press that. Oh, hi, Joe. How are you? Hope you're staying warm. Yes, I am. I hope you're well as well. And I hope your guys are busy driving up and down the country, delivering all of your wonderful storage that you've got. Susan Davis, hi, how are you? I hope you're well. So you're still not coming up, Nina. But I'm sure you will do eventually. Whilst we're waiting for our guests to arrive, they're probably using the Valley parking, so we'll let them do that to get in. Do any of you guys have words for stuff that kind of you thought were words that were probably in the dictionary and out there, and then when you say them to somebody, nobody knows what you're talking about? For example, clicker dicker. How about that? Clicker dicker. I always thought that everybody knew what that was, but apparently when I asked somebody to pass me the clicker dicker once, they kind of looked at me kind of a bit scared. Clicker dicker, what do you think that could be? I'm sure you've all got words for things. Wendy, yes, it is freezing outside. Clicker dicker, it's a remote control. I've got one, hang on. That's the clicker dicker, because you click it and it does the rest on the telly. So have a think about that. Maybe you can have a chat about that in the comments. Right, I think our first guest has arrived. Her car has parked. Right, let's bring, now this is either Nina on Josie's phone or Josie, because Nina can't. So let's see, we're now adding, who is it going to be? Hi! Hi, Nina.
Wait a minute. Josie, I messaged Josie at 6:30. I'm like, come round. You need to get round fast.
Hi, Josie.
Hi.
2 for the price of 1. I love it. Are you eating, Josie?
I don't know how she gets through life, Janice. I really don't.
It's easy because there's a little icon at the bottom of the screen. You just tap on that and then it sends a request, which you've done. So that's good.
Well, I've done it on Josie's, but I've yet to work that out on my own. Oh, thanks, Jo. She's sorting me out now.
Oh, brilliant. How are you anyway, Nina?
Well, after that, I'm very stressed. But now I'm going to chill out now, Janice. I'm going to relax and chat nicely to you.
Oh, bless you. It is it is stressful. You know, when you've not done it for the first time and then you're up against like a time restraint or something like that, it can be quite stressful.
Oh, definitely. Like I said, 6:30, and I'd set you up. You were all set up, my lights on, everything, and they were just like, "Why haven't you done this previously? What about actually looking to see if you can get on?" So anyway, we're here. So
we're here. That's all right. We're here. That's the main thing. Okay, now there might be a few people on the live that haven't seen you. Of course, you were with that beautiful family of yours that used to come to. Was it Hochanda and the craft store?
Yeah, both of those. Yeah.
Wow. So tell us a little bit about you and your kind of journey in the craft world.
Basically, I started out as a nursery nurse.
Did you?
Way back when. I did, yeah. So we're a nursery nurse to start with, and had my first little baby, and decided I wanted to bring her up, and then, as it happened, Dad, and as a lot of people know, Roy,
yes,
Dad and Faye were going with this business, and I jumped on board, and the rest is history. We met you lovely lot at Hochanda, and had lots of fun down there. We really enjoyed the journey, creating stamps and all the designs that we brought out. We were up and down the country doing craft shows. And now we've all gone our separate ways. Not that separate, because Josie's still sat next to me. She's on my phone, so I can't go home yet.
What's it like being part of a family that all craft, who are all incredibly talented at what they do? Is it competitive?
No, I don't think it is competitive.
No, I don't think so. Everybody's good at their own things, so
yeah, I think that's the key, isn't it? Everybody...
Josie, come on in. Have both of you there. It looks like Nina's throwing a voice, and now you just look like a ventriloquist dummy.
I sit on my knee.
No, I don't really want to. It's because I'm on a footstool that is absolutely tiny. As you can see, we're not planning on being on the live, but I'm here, so it's all fine. Nobody needs to look at my greasy hair. It's all fine.
Your hair looks lovely. Cool.
This is what I like on telly, because she were always like towering above me, so
it's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
We're the same. This is what you've got.
It's like I'm interviewing the Crankies.
It's about right as well. But yeah, your question about everybody being crafty. Yeah, everybody's got their own thing. So Dad's an engineer. Come in.
Sorry, I'm here.
Dad's an engineer. And he's really good at drawing. And he doesn't really do much of that now. He's doing more engineering. Josie's doing a fabulous designs for crafting Josie.
Yeah.
And Faye she has her own company called Pretty Goose Designs.
Pretty Goose?
Yeah.
What's that then?
Well, she does. So 1 second. So say you
have Faye there as well. Bring her in.
Pull her out.
She just appeared.
Like a family portrait.
So say this Faye's concept is, say you have this, which, by the way, fantastic book, and you're not 100% keen on the book cover. Faye makes the sleeves for book covers.
Interesting.
Yeah, so she's got her own Etsy store. She's on TikTok and she's on Instagram as Pretty Goose.
Pretty Goose. Yeah. I shall be checking that out.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Josie's off to Kent.
Yes, I'm at the craft show in Kent this weekend. So.
Oh yeah. Because it's November. Oh, I remember that craft show. It's really good.
Yes, it is. It's a long journey. We'd completely got the day wrong. I would have been turning up on Sunday because
we were going to see Wicked.
Yeah, we were meant to be going to see Wicked. I'd got everything in, and I'd got the day wrong, which
no,
me as a person.
So. You'll be able to go and see Wicked again. Have you got a big stall there?
I think so. Yeah. It's I don't know whereabouts in the plan we are, but yeah, it's nice. We're going out. It's the first time we've done Kent, so
yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of bridges though?
I am a little bit. Why?
Because you've got that big. I'm terrified of bridges, and you have to go over the Dartford Bridge.
I'll shut my eyes.
Yeah. unless you go around it the other way, you'll be fine. I had to watch videos for like 4 or 5 days, constantly trying to like condition myself into going over this bridge. Yeah.
Oh no,
Really?
I'm terrible. The one to go over the tops. You know, when you go to Manchester, when we used to go to Port Sunlight show.
Yeah.
I'd be driving and I'm shutting my eyes because it makes me nervous.
Well, same here. So it was either watch the video to conditionalise myself or just shut my eyes all the way over the bridge. So I took the first option because I thought that was all right. Nina, your artwork is amazing, and you've got some samples behind you.
Well, yeah. Yeah,
I move mine.
I haven't showed anybody this one actually. I'll bring you in. Come with me.
Yeah. I'm coming. I'm coming. Let me get in.
So that one.
And is that all your painting? That's not like rice paper and then you've got background paper.
No, that's all my painting.
Wow.
And then you have 1 minute. Oh, stand up. So you have my cheeky squirrels.
That's incredible. You've got a theme going, haven't you? I know you told me about this before, but tell everyone else because it's all to do with the teacups, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got a bit of a thing for teacups. I just love antique things. And teacups I've just always had a bit of a thing for. So you'll see in the back one there, just behind me.
Oh, the fox.
You've got Mr. Fox and a teacup.
Wow.
And then this one's meant to be. Where have you gone? I'm terrible. This is what I was terrible at on TV, is not knowing which way to go.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Oh,
yeah, so you can see the magpies having the afternoon tea.
I love magpies. We've got a couple of magpies here that come to the house all the time, but I've also got a painting of 2 magpies on the wall. I love them.
They're good. I like. They're so beautiful. The colours are gorgeous.
Yeah, they are.
But I have broke off slightly recently. And the book that I showed you was the reason that I've kind of broke off. So I started on this listening to, they call it Akatar, while I'm doing the audio book while I'm painting.
Akatar? Is that like Agadoo?
Kind of. Well, there's some Agadoo in it. Akatar. A Court of Thorn and Roses, Janice. And there's 5 books anyway. I've been going through them all. But the genre is romantasy. So they're all set in these fantasy worlds. And
are they fruity? They're like fruity books.
My hand was shaking yesterday, actually, Janice, painting a few of those orbs that I've just painted on. Fantastic book. So if that's your bag, then definitely run, don't walk to the bookshop. So this is what I've created on the back of reading the books.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you. So I wanted to create something, where are you there, that when you looked at it, it looked like you could almost be inside the painting.
Absolutely.
So if you had a reading nook at home and was, in between reading the pages, you're just like, oh, I really feel like, I'll have my cup of tea, and you've got something to stare at and the beautiful fireflies that's on it. And if you look closely, see if I can do it. That way, there. You can see these book pages.
I saw you post something about this with those book pages. Was there a deer there or a doe or something?
Yeah, there was a doe, and I did it, and every time I stared at it, there was something inside. I just thought, it's not right.
I get that.
I just thought, right, I've got a piece of paper, and I pasted straight over her head. And as soon as I did it, and it was something that had been on my mind all day. And as soon as I did that and pasted straight over the top of it, bearing in mind I'd spent 3 hours painting it, I felt like a weight had been lifted. Like anybody that's listening now that is an artist or is crafting, or you've spent ages on this particular card, but there's something doesn't sit right. In it. I know that sounds terrible. Bin it or change it, because by doing that and by making those mistakes, and I realised that I wanted the atmosphere of that painting behind me to be the focal point, not a deer. There were a frog as well supposed to be on it, but by doing the deer and realising no, it weren't right, I grew.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It makes complete sense, and I know exactly what you mean. But you've kind of you created something really special there, because you just said if you want somewhere to go and read a book, imagine yourself within that. That kind of is the book nook, because you've got the pages of the book in the background, so it's kind of all come together.
Yes, exactly. And if I'm being honest, the teacups I'll definitely keep revisiting, and there will be a series that I will add to.
Yeah.
But for now, I have so many ideas. Again, just from listening and being in those pages myself,
Yeah.
and getting that feeling of, I feel like I could be walking through this forest, and I might see, oh my God, Rob's holding the dog up next to me.
Oh, let's see the doggy. Let's see the doggy.
I want to say
He's an absolute unit. Oh. Hello, Moo Moo.
Is it Wilma?
He's called Miller.
Oh, Miller.
But we call him Moo Moo.
Oh, Moo Moo. Hiya, Moo Moo.
Say hi.
Oh, he's absolutely beautiful. Oh, he's lovely.
It's very photogenic, can't you,
Oh,
baby?
You should paint him.
I have. Rob, just past this.
You've got a whole team there. I love it.
Well, Bo's here as well. Come here, Bo. Say hello to Janice. Pop your head on.
Hiya. You all right?
yes.
Why not?
It's brilliant, isn't it?
It takes a village. It does with me, definitely. So this, he wants to get down now. This is Miller that I painted.
Oh, that is fabulous. That is brilliant. Gosh, look at that. You see, your dad's really good at was it the pointillism or the brush strokes?
Yeah, pointillism. Yeah.
Pointillism, yeah. But that's incredible. You can see every sort of like firm.
Yeah.
Do these paintings take you a long time? I mean, what's the process like? I'm very impatient when it comes to artwork and painting. I'll sit down and think, right, I'm gonna really get into this, and then I kind of get distracted and just do something abstract instead. So, have you got a lot of patience when you do your artwork, or is that something that just doesn't come into it?
Right. Do you know what? I'm so glad that you've stumbled on this, because I was literally only saying to my dad the other day that I'd love to at some point teach people myself about art and how my mind works.
Yeah.
And my mind's very similar to yours in that I get very impatient, which I suppose looking at these paintings you'd think, well, you can't do it, but I do. So, and my problem is that then I get scared. So when you're doing a painting, you go through an ugly phase, and I look at it and I think, oh no, I'm wasting my time. I've only got a limited amount of time. If it's not right, I'll move on. So the key that I have found is that so like on this one, I did the toadstool, and I did it to perfection.
Wow.
Right. And I knew at that point, once I painted this toadstool and the detail on the tree, I knew I were on the right track.
Yeah.
So the key is to kind of, instead of trying to do the whole painting, why not try and perfect a snippet of what you're doing?
Interesting.
So it gives you that that buzz, that yes, I'm on the right track. I can
carry on.
Let's carry on and let's see where it's going to take me. And that's how mentally I get through large paintings.
That's interesting. I'm just going to pick something up, because it's not a painting or anything yet. I've got this to work on tomorrow, a blank canvas.
Oh, exciting. What are you going to do?
Well, I don't know. I've got it in my head. I get all these different styles in my head that I want to do. And I've got it in my head that I want to get a certain size brush. I don't know if I can put it down here. Hang on. Either that size or that size. And I want to get the paint, and I want to paint, but just do it in like little squares and build up the picture that way.
Yeah.
but I don't want it to look like little cubes, but that's the way I want I don't know why, I've got it in my head that that's the way I want the brush strokes to go.
Yeah.
To build up a background. I don't know, I might do a robin, so I might do a sky that's a bit like got all different colours in, that when you look at it from a distance, it looks like clouds. But I really don't know what I'm doing. So have you got any tips for me?
Are you gonna just freestyle it, or are you gonna draw something out?
Now here's another thing.
Okay.
I never draw anything out before I paint, because in my head I think I'm cheating myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And I think if I draw it, I'm not painting it. But then when I watch like all Portrait Artist of the Year, which I love that program, you should go on it, or Landscape Artist of the Year, I see that they do that a lot. They draw the outlines,
Yeah,
and then they paint it. So maybe do that. Maybe draw something first, like the main figure, and just make up the rest.
I totally would do that, and especially if you're wanting to create the background. Yeah. So what I tend to do, I might have got them somewhere actually. I haven't. So I will get a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Especially when they're really large, like the doves. I got 2 A4 pieces of paper, and I drew the doves out as I wanted them on the A4 paper.
Yeah.
You've got to remember that drawing is a huge skill. So the more you draw, the better all your artwork's going to be.
Yeah.
So don't see it's definitely not cheating. It's you sharpening another skill.
Yeah, I guess.
So you've got a nice comment from a lady asking if you use watercolour or acrylics.
Okay, Mary, acrylics.
Oh, thanks for this, Josie, because I get so engrossed when I'm doing when I'm chatting with people. It's not that I forget people's. Please don't think I forget your comments. This is Josie. You need to be the comment coordinator. So
well, that's what I've just had. One of Nina's friends has just commented saying, "I agree. Nina should go on Portrait Artist. I think they need to extend the 4-hour time limit, though."
Yes.
Oh yeah. She knows me too well.
I think you should. I think you should apply for it. I think you do really, really well.
Yeah, I think as long as I brush up, because I love drawing. I've got quite a lot of illustrations as well, so I've started. Hopefully next year I'll actually be doing a children's book. I've got illustrating a children's book, so I've actually been brushing up on my illustrations. So let's have a rummage.
Have a rummage around, love. Pull something out. You never know what it might be.
So you got this. You got the deer.
Oh, I love that. Are they crows on there?
No, they're fairies.
Oh yeah, they are. Sorry, I can. Yeah, I can see now with the blue butterflies.
Yeah, and then you've got
that's special.
Practicing people. This is Buddy.
Bring that closer. That's incredible.
Thank you. That's the smallest thing I've ever painted in watercolor.
Wow.
Watercolor.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
That's incredible.
So yeah,
you see,
you've got to. This is what I'm saying about the drawing thing. It's not. You need to draw.
Yeah. You
need to. Don't get me wrong. I think you can create a lot of things that's really amazing. Josie, sorry,
I'm trying to do it so that she stays still enough, because she's a nightmare with things moving and then I can see that it's not clear. I'm just trying to fish out my favourite ones.
Which one's your favourite?
I like the witchy ones.
Oh, Josie likes the witchy ones. So this is Release Your Inner Witch.
Oh, that is fabulous. What are you going to do with all of this artwork?
So these particular ones, once I've got the Nina Beecroft art up and flying and doing whatever I'm wanting it to do.
Yeah.
I have got a second Instagram account called Pandora's Box of Illustrations on Instagram. Okay. And so that's a place that I can share all my illustrations as well.
Beautiful.
Creating, Janice, it's kind of an obsession.
Do you ever go? Do you ever go through stages though where, you know, you'll pick up something like this or a brush and you'll just stare at it and think, I don't know what to do?
No.
Do you not?
No, honestly, have you got an iPad?
I have.
So last night,
Yeah.
I was struggling as my phone's changing over. I realised that I had no internet and I got 2 hours sat in a car. So I got my iPad. So what I did was I took photos of the things, of my reference photos that I would like to use.
Yeah.
And mocked everything up on the iPad ready.
Oh.
So,
Well, do you use Procreate? Yeah.
Use
I've been using that.
Procreate, and you're beautiful. So your photography's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
100% use your photography as your reference photos. Get yourself on Procreate and add.
I do use it actually.
Do you use it to do mock-ups of your work?
When you say mock-ups, do you mean put your picture on and then draw around it?
So say, can I just click off this and see if it'll?
Yeah.
Sorry, Jo.
No, it's fine. Not you sent out.
Sorry, she sorted it out. So like last night, I found, so both so the horse was a photo on its own. Wings are off a pigeon, and the background was from a photo reference website called Unsplash.
Yeah.
And then what I did was I just rubbed out the areas I didn't want and put them into Procreate to create the picture that I, in the end, want it to look like. This is a good way of knowing whether something's a yay or a nay.
That's a really good. I mean, on my Procreate, sometimes I'll just sit down and just do rubbish things because I not get frustrated. I'm not very good at going in depth into all the menu on everything. So the kind of things I just muck about with is stuff like that, with like messing about with the background, and then it's kind of like my little this is a bit of a weird one. I was like experimenting with colours.
I like that. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, I like the brightness of the colours.
Which is a bit weird. And then I do and then I do stupid things like that.
Love it.
Do you know what I'd love to do? I'd love, when you see Portrait Artist of the Year and I kind of do the outline and then they paint somebody, but how can I explain it? They'll put like a bit of blue here and a bit of mauve here and a bit of yellow there. And it's just the way that those colours emulate light and shape.
They're amazing.
So I tried it.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I think it's a journey and you've got to just keep going and keep experimenting and trying so many different things.
That was a bit weird.
Oh, I like it. I see where you're going with the colours. I like the hair on that one.
Just random sort of like abstract. That's what that's all about. Nothing like what you're doing, of course. But you're right. Yeah, just sit and play. But I'm going to try that with the photos and like kind of building a collage. Interesting concept.
Well, definitely. And the thing is, if you got really good at it, you might not even you might do something and go, I don't know, say you've taken a photo of your foresty scene and then you've had a photo of a deer before. I'm sure.
Lots of deers, lots of photos.
So you could actually then put that deer in whichever setting you want to. You can change the sky colour.
Yeah.
And I think, your photography is amazing. So I messaged you ages ago.
You did.
Be doing something with that photography.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what it is, but I pick a camera up and it's like everything just goes to poo. Massively. It's like I
basically any form of technology though. So it's not just a camera. Any form of technology, camera, phone, anything.
But I don't understand it. I'll get my camera and I'll go to take this photo and it's got the most beautiful sunrise and it's romantic, and then I take it and all of a sudden it's become cloudy and messy, and I don't know. I can't do it. I can't do it. So that's a talent. I think taking photos is a talent.
Oh, well, they always say the best camera you have is the one you've got with you. So I've always got my iPhone. I always love taking pictures. It's just how I do, which is lovely. So Nina, how can people find you to purchase the paintings that you've got? You've got them as prints, haven't you, on your Etsy shop?
I have. I'll show. I've got. See, whilst I didn't prepare the actual live, I prepared this stuff. So you have this. You have the cow.
Oh, I love that.
It's called "You Are My Sunshine," and I'm not sure if it'll pick up properly on the camera, but the quality. Can you see? It's almost cooking.
I can almost see the texture in the paint in the background. That's amazing.
Exactly. And we spent a full day just trying to get the colours right. And like you said, to be able to see that texture, they come on archival printed paper.
Yeah.
And so you have to be really careful when you get one of these prints to overly touch the actual image of it. But the paper's textured as well, so that just adds another layer to this texture. So we've got the Storm in a Teacup, which is always a popular one.
Oh, that's special. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Charlie from Create and Craft now doing his overnight ITV is watching. Hi, Charlie.
Hi. Then you've got the watering hole again with the teacup.
Wow, look at that. That's exceptional. Did that take you a long time to paint?
Yeah, that one did. The Storm in a Teacup actually was the first thing I ever painted.
Wow.
I painted before that, and we were on holiday, and funnily enough, I sat there and I said to Rob, because I've always drawn, I'm going to find an art class because I'd love to learn how to. I dabbled in watercolour and obviously painted up the stamping creations. But as knowing how to use paints properly, I didn't know how to do it. So I thought if I find a class, it holds you accountable.
Yeah.
You know, that's once a week you go in and I found a fantastic class in Doncaster. And I remember ringing him up, Mark, and saying, they were like, what kind of things do you want to paint? I said, oh, Mark, I'm just really interested in, are you ready?
Go on.
Clouds and waves.
Clouds and what?
Waves.
Do you know what? I'm obsessed with clouds.
Yeah.
What's your biggest tip for getting clouds right? Because in fact, hang on a second. Hold that. I've still got my microphone on. So
Okay.
I'm going to go to here, and I'm just going to pick up. I think it's here. I'll just pick it up and bring it in. Oh, here we go.
I can barely hear.
I'm coming through. Hang on. I'm
coming back.
So I want to paint the perfect cloud, and I've tried so many times and again, remember, I get bored sometimes when I'm painting, so I'll start something. Where are we? Because I want to show you I did those kind of clouds. This was using pastels.
Oh, I love pastels. Yeah, lovely.
But not quite right, because they were like too like this one, too much like a cloud.
Oh, I see what you mean. More.
Yeah. So, and then I was thinking, well, hang on, I've got loads of just rubbish here. And then I tried this and I used a sponge, so I kind of went from a small bit and came out like that for the clouds. And then I used the same sponge. I did something like that.
I think they're lovely clouds. Do you know what the problem with clouds is? The more you look at them, Janice, the less they look like clouds.
You're right. You're absolutely right. So what would you say do? Just do it, because like that as well.
That's lovely. That's so atmospheric. Like that looks like storm clouds are kind of brewing, but I love that.
Yeah, and that was just.
You're looking at me like, Josie, come on.
They are fabulous, Janice. Absolutely.
They were just kind of random. Random. Oh, it's just, you know, stuff.
They almost
do.
look a little bit moody.
Yes, and with the crows.
Yeah, and I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're good.
It's just trying to get it right, isn't it? And just trying different things.
Are you using paper?
That was just random paper out of a book. That was
Oh, I love that.
that was just like, yeah, paper out of a book. Yeah, this is paper. That was canvas. Just anything I can get my hands on, really.
So I would go for canvas. I've done exactly the same, and I've got pictures of oil clouds. I found pastel clouds.
Yeah.
And actually, it wasn't until the dove clouds behind me. Where are we? Oh dear.
Oh yeah, see it
Here.
Yeah.
Right. They were done with a sink sponge.
Yeah. You know what? I think that's the best way to do clouds.
I think it is, because you get natural, the natural whites and darker colours, and then I almost take a step back after I've put that first layer on them and have a look at where the natural darker bits are and darken those.
Got you.
I will go back in for that second pass again with the sponge, with the clouds, and then once I've got that, because I actually added, you can see some pinks. Oh, look at this! How do you get used to that?
Oh,
where your hands are going?
It's amazing.
There, so the pink there. I started adding a few different colours as well with the sponges. I got a bit overexcited, to be fair.
I think it's amazing. They're amazing. But I'm the same. Cloud. I take pictures of clouds. I'm obsessed with them. So I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
Always. I mean, they'll never look like clouds if they're my photos. They'll just look like bits of cotton wool. But I do love clouds, and I'll often put them on my stories. Clouds, especially here, because we end up. I'm terrible with it.
I know, just for a thumb straight over camera.
Yeah, I think there are Facebook sites that you can go onto for people that are obsessed with clouds. They are amazing.
I love them, beautiful, and I love the red. You know, red in the morning. Oh,
Robert's
incredible, isn't it?
Stories and hymns are great inspiration for clouds.
That's true.
Yeah, very, very true. Very, very true. So Nina, I do believe we've got our lovely Toni Darroch waiting in the wings. So hopefully Toni will be pressing that button very shortly. But once again, where can we find you? How can people get these prints? Just give us a few places that we can go to.
Right, so you need to go to Etsy and find Nina Beecroft art on there, and the prints are on there. There are just those 5 that I've said so far, and there'll be another print drop coming soon.
Okay.
The ones that are behind me. And
there's also the direct link to it on Instagram. So if you search for Nina Beecroft art on Instagram, in her bio at the bottom is the direct link to it. So that might be the easier way to find it. Sometimes it'll take you straight to them.
Fabulous.
Like Josie said,
sometimes you just need an extra.
Sometimes you need a sister to just help you do all those things.
One last thing. Sue says, I would love to paint, but I don't know where to start. What's your piece of advice for our Sue?
So I would get yourself a canvas, get some nice paints. Don't go too cheap, because you really won't get a good thing. In fact, start with acrylic. Watercolour is actually quite difficult to master. So just have a go. Get a canvas and have a go. If that scares you, why not first have a go at these amazing colouring books that's out there?
Yeah, good advice. Because very good advice.
You'll be building up, won't you? You'll be building up how to do that blending and what colours go nice with which, and then your next step would be to do some paintings of your own. So I'd probably go down the colouring route and then.
Perfect. Oh, one last question. You still got your guinea pigs?
I have. Josie, we're going to try to grab one because they're not overly friendly.
Oh God, that's your iPad. It's gone onto the floor.
One's called Oreo. She might have got her. You might be in luck. She's coming out the other side of the tunnel. Hello. Come on. She's not happy. No, she's not having it. They need to go on a diet, if I'm being honest.
Oh,
Like
bless.
the feelings, but
I walked in and said that one's chunky.
how any pig can get that big on lettuce, I think that they're eating my chocolate stash when I'm not looking. So
Oh, bless. Oh, listen, ladies, we've got to do this again.
yes, definitely.
We've got to do.
When I've got some more preparation, it'd be great.
Josie, listen, have a great show in Kent next week, yeah? You'll
Yes.
be all right over the bridge. It's fine. It really is. And Nina, thank you so much for all your time, all of your suggestions, and for showing us the artwork. Give our love to Roy.
I will
and our
do.
Faye.
See you later.
See you later.
See you later. Bye. Now I press that.
Oh, what do I
Change. Bye. I'm going to remove you. There you go. Right. Oh, aren't they fabulous? I do miss doing shows with them. Right. Without further ado, let's send the invite out to our next guest. We're having so much fun this evening. And we're adding. And there she is, Toni Darroch. Hi, Toni.
Hey up, gorgeous.
How are you?
Let me just get my camera right. Listen, I've got a question, or I've
Go
got
on.
I've got a problem.
Go on.
So you sent me a message. Oh, hang on, just 1 second. You sent me a message today and said, "Can you do a Facebook Live? It's really chilled out. You need to be wearing your pajamas." Now Nina is not wearing pajamas and looks bloody glamorous, and I'm stood here like Billy the Stick in my pajamas. So
You look fantastic.
have you duped me into wearing pajamas on purpose?
I never said wear pajamas, did I?
You sent me a message today saying you've got to wear your pajamas.
I didn't, did I?
Was it a customer?
I think it probably was. I don't think it was me. I did send you a message saying, it's really chill, but I don't think I sent you
I
pajamas.
thought Nina's not in her pajamas and Janice is wearing a t-shirt and I'm stood here like Harry Idiot.
Listen, just focus on the good. That's all we have to do.
I'm winding you up. I knew. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I'm in my kitchen. I was supposed to be watching Ratatouille.
Oh dear, have I got you in trouble?
No, I'd rather be doing this.
Oh, okay. So how busy have you been, young lady?
Not so much actually. I've been chilling out a little bit, Janice, if I'm completely honest. It's been a tough old road, as we all know, you included, everybody included. So I just decided to, not run before I can walk and just chill my beans a bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, with what happened with Creating Crafts happened twice now, and I just felt like, do you know what? Just take a moment, take breath. And I always say, and I've said this for a long time, that, sometimes just a few walks with your family, step away from the chaos, gather your thoughts. And that's all I've been doing, really. Although I've been working incredibly hard in our own studios back at work, in the How to Craft Network studios, I haven't, gone to any other TV channels or panicked, should we say. I've just sort of like chilled my beans and tried to regroup and gather my thoughts. I'm a very strategic planner, Janice, as you know, and I like to see cards played out and just see what happens and grow organically, and just, if there's a path, it's going to lead me down that path, I'm sure.
Yeah, I totally agree. Absolutely agree with that. Your studios that you've had, the studios that you have, they're all self-built, aren't they?
Yeah, so we started our YouTube channel in 2010, 2014 when Tom was born. It's now 10. So we've been doing live TV for 10 years. So it's not anything new to us. We're not having to now go and build studios and do Facebook Lives. We've got it all already. We've been doing it well for a long time. I think it's just, I just feel like, sometimes you know yourself well and you know your own company really well, and sometimes just doing what you do well, getting busy is what's best for you and your company, really. But yeah, we've been doing it for a long time now, so it's although this has happened for a second time, it hasn't yeah, we all lost a ton of money. People haven't been paid, and we've lost a ton of jobs, but it hasn't affected me as much as the first time, because I protected myself after the first time to ensure that if it ever happened again, I wouldn't potentially nearly lose my business like I did last time. So I had a lot of things in place should it happen again, and it did. Very, very sadly, as you can see, I've probably lost a lot of weight, stressing, and that's not through the loss of money. It's more because my friends and I'm passionate about craft. It's my family, it's my community. So, and I saw a lot of comments about people saying that, you know, it were going to be a very lonely winter without creating craft. So I just wanted to really just hop on here with you today, Janice, and just say, no, I'm so appreciative of you doing these, because it really is connecting all of the dots. I do it every day in my own channel.
Yes,
But
I know.
when people see the faces and the presenters, it is home. You sort of like have connected that triangle by keeping us all together with these sort of, I know it's only a 10-minute, half an hour live or whatever, but it means the world to a lot of people at home.
Yeah, I've had a lot of messages, and it's been really nice, and I liked it. And for me, it's been self-therapy as well, because you know, you sit there thinking, well, I'm not going to see my friends again. I live in Leicestershire, a lot of them are in Peterborough. I can't just nip out and have a cup of coffee with somebody, because I'd have to get a train, I'd have to drive for an hour. It took me an hour to drive to the studios. Of course I will, but it's not like you're just nipping out locally to have a coffee. So it was a big, huge void. But also the disconnection with people out there. It was more than working on TV. We had a strong connection with people. I had messages when I got home from people. I would reply to those messages. I'd help them. I'd point them in the right direction. And that's the kind of thing that I love doing. And having that taken away as well was a bit of a... So I thought, well, how can I get that back? How can I see my friends like you?
Yeah.
How can I still connect with people out there? And this is just such a great way to do that. And, you know, it's working. People are joining. You can see them in the comments there.
Yeah.
They're watching afterwards. And I've always put it out so it's available for 30 days. People can now see it on my YouTube channel as well. It'll be there indefinitely. So it's just somewhere nice to go and just watch, you know. And I like doing it organically at the minute on a Facebook Live like this, how it kind of originated, because I think it just looks good.
Absolutely, and I feel like if you're watching right now, thank you so much, because there's over 100 of you watching, which is amazing. But if you are sat on an iPad or on a phone, if you want to share this show, because trust me, there's people at home who intended on watching these shows and tuning in, but just need that nudge, they've forgotten. So don't let them be at home thinking, I am on my own. They're absolutely not. So make sure you always share everything linked or related to craft, whether it's a happy post, a sad post. We all are in this together, so we all need to stay connected, you know, give positive comments. I'm a massive fan of, you know, although we don't meet half of these people, we are family. We're all in it for the same reasons. We all got into it probably for similar reasons as well, and it's just sharing that, share the love of craft. It's the heart and soul of most of us.
It is. And because of that, you're going to do something really, 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 really generous and really special. And when I said, you know, would you like to do a giveaway or something like that? And then you told me what you were going to do. I kind of had to read the message again, and I messaged you back. I went, what? And then I looked at it again and I went, no. So do you want to tell everybody?
Yeah, so like I say, I'm really grateful for Janice inviting me, and she better have me back. I promise I won't be in my pajamas next time. Yeah, so if you're watching, because Creating Craft used to do giveaways and things like that, I thought we could do something quite special today. So if you share the show, even if you can't share the show, if you can share the show, that is amazing. But we'll get Janice to pick a winner, and I'm going to send a code to one lucky winner for £100, or if you're in the States, $100 or euros, whatever location you are. So if you just share the show, if you can't share the show because you're not au fait with social media, that's absolutely fine. We'll just pick a winner at random. But yeah, we'll do a giveaway for a £100 voucher, and I'll send you a code, and you don't need to spend to use the code. Just go and spend it as you please, when, however, or add it to something else if you've got your eyes on something on the website. But yeah, just a nice little cheeky giveaway.
That's amazing. That's amazing. If ever there's a time now to share this, or maybe some people will be thinking, "Oh, I don't want to share this now because I want to win it." But I will pick a winner at random later when all the comments are in. I'll give people a chance maybe to watch this after the live as well, because some people do, they can't watch it live. So I'll probably wait until tomorrow morning, and then I'll pick the winner and I'll send it to our lovely Toni. So that is incredible. That's going to make someone's Christmas, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, £100 a lot of money, so you can really you'd be able, if you're a newbie crafter, you can get die cutting machine, you can get all sorts, can't you?
Yeah, now listen, there might be a few people out there that haven't seen Stamps by Me, but your business has evolved so much. I mean, I know you've been doing it since, what, 2014, but even since I met you through working, was it was it Create and Craft or Hochanda that we met, or the craft store? I can't remember now which one it was.
So we started in 2010, Janice, and at that time I was a police officer. And I was going to Create and Craft, and I was on Create and Craft once every 3 months. Now I've been with Create and Craft from day one. I never wavered, should we say. Yeah. Extremely loyal, and that's just simply because they gave me an opportunity. I grabbed it with both hands. They put me on the map. So I was always going to be totally faithful till the very end, which is what happened. So I stayed with Create and Craft, and then 5 years into the journey, I created lamination stamps, which is that 2-part stamp, and it just went wild. And I decided to leave the police and do it full time. Then Tim decided to come and help me with it as well. He was in the police as well. And it's just been an absolutely amazing journey with so many highs and lows. But like I say, from 2014, Tim is quite tech savvy. He likes to be advanced in everything that we do. So we have an app where you can go on the How to Craft Network app, and you can all talk about the weather, your poorly dog, you can talk about craft, and it's just a safe haven in there for you. And we have mytelly.com, so if you want to watch it in your living room, you can. And we've just grown and evolved, and what I always say is we've always done it organically, and our company's been built off the back of a £10 note. We've never borrowed any money. We just did what we loved, and it's brought us to where we are today. And then throw Tom in the mix and everything else, and you lovely people, and it is what it is today. Yeah, it's super cool. But I'm very proud of where we are.
Not only in this country, though, you fly to America. You've got HSN that you go to. How did that come about? How did they approach you? Because it's always interesting to know how you guys get to fly out to another country, another shopping channel. It's quite amazing.
Yeah, so that came about, Janice, simply as the first time Create and Craft went down and nearly took my business with it. And then at that point, I realised that there is no chance on all this earth that I would allow Create and Craft to ruin basically everything that I'd built. And I understood that having all my eggs in one basket just wasn't working. So at that point, I decided to pitch into HSN. And let me tell you, pitching into HSN isn't for the faint-hearted, let me tell you. It is so incredibly tough. You have to earn your stripes. So I was pitching in for about 2 years. So then I got hit with a brick wall. No. And then finally, they did say yes. So I've been on HSN now for 3 years. I am a grow brand on HSN, and they are heavily invested in Stamps by Me, which is wonderful. And then we've also got QVC Germany, which we've been doing for the last 14 months, and that's also doing incredibly well as well. So
when you go out to Germany, for people that don't know, I've not seen it, how does it work? Do you speak German? Is there a translator? How does it translate literally?
So you think Creating Crafts hard with a producer in your ear, and then you're stood at the side of me. This is a 3-way conversation. So I have the producer, I have an interpreter, and then I listen to the TV. So it's a triangle of 3. So it's incredibly hard, but honestly, I was really panicking about it. But the first time I did it, I nailed it. I don't know how. I just did it. It's something that I was really worried about, but on this one occasion, I did it, and I did it the first time so well. You know, where normally it takes time, like HSN, 8 minutes to present myself in, do a demo, show product, do a full counter like we would do on Create and Craft in 2 hours, 8 minutes, right? I'm like, blah, 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 blah. So that is still 3 years down the line, incredibly hard for me to master. I'm getting there, but it's still hard.
So,
but
I heard a rumour, and I don't know whether this is true, not about you. I heard a rumour about HSN. I don't know where I heard it from, but somebody told, I'm sure it's HSN, or is it Q? No, I'm sure it's HSN. HSN, QVC America, are they two different
No, they're the same
channels?
company.
Same company. So I heard that to take you in between sets, they have to put you in a wheelchair and push you because of previous insurance claims, people tripping over wires. Is that not true?
No. That is your. That is you. That is you. That is. That is not
Is that
true. No, we have,
not true?
no.
Is that funny?
You do have to run from scene to scene sometimes, but no,
Oh.
that is not true at all, and it's amazing, by the way.
Oh, Katie through, producer Katie says hello. Hi, Katie.
Oh, Miss Katie. Don't get going.
Katie is on Instagram now. Katie rides horses. I don't know whether you've seen it or not. So she puts lots of clips on there, and on TikTok. I'm sure she's on TikTok as well. About her and Roger, because Roger's the love of her life, her horse. But there's some amazing clips. So that's what Katie's doing at the moment. She's also got another job now, but you know, she loves doing that form of media. So you know, people are getting out there and doing different things. But that's interesting to know about HSN. But it is hard work. Running any business is hard work. Being creative and running a business, and then doing it with your family. How?
I have the biggest supporters, Janice. You know that. Tim and Tom are my machines behind me. When I had to announce that Creating Craft had done what it had done, and oh, I was so nervous about it all day. I was on the loo all day.
Oh,
And
no.
Tim and Tom were like, "Mummy, you can do this." And when I went live, they were in the window of the office door going, "You've got, all that."
Oh.
But yeah, they are my biggest supporters. I wouldn't be where I am today, definitely without Tim, because although you see me and the face and, you know, the promotions and the designs, Tim is my equal on the other side.
Yeah.
To create what we create for everyone. But, you know, although it's happened what's happened, you know, sometimes every cloud has a silver lining, so you just never know what's going to come up.
No, you don't. And I'll tell you something, you're now sort of like moving over. I mean, everyone's saying, by the way, how snazzy those pajamas are.
I can't see the comments.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to hold my phone so you, like, as you can see my whole screen.
They're liking the pajamas. So, you know, well presented, well dressed. You like your style. But you've got your own range of clothing now. This is so super exciting. Where did that come from?
Same old. When Creating Craft went and did what they did the first time round, again, all eggs in one basket, I thought, you know what, that will never happen again. I don't know if you know, but back then I had like 28 members of staff, and every month, because obviously we had no money, I had to sell things that we'd worked for the 10 years to pay all of my staff, because they all had mortgages, they all had families, things like that. So I just said to myself, and me and Tim said to each other, there's no chance that we will ever be able to survive a second time round. So what are we going to put in place? And I said instantly, well, I love fashion. And he's like, well, you do your fashion if you want as well. But because I'm running a full-time business, and it is full-time, I'm live in my own studios most days of the week, I never actually got round to doing it. But 12 months ago, I was like, right, I think it's time. I think I'm ready. Anyway, I launched it on the 1st of November, and it's gone really well.
What kind of fashion? What kind of fashion, Toni? I mean, I've seen it, and I've seen all of your Instagrams and your adverts, and it's just like another world. It's incredible. But what kind of fashion is it? Have you got any pictures there or anything?
So it's more luxury, timeless pieces that, you know, you invest in, and they'll stay in your wardrobe for a lifetime. So they'll work with literally everything. Because same with my craft. I always say buy cheap, buy twice. And if you buy my craft, personally, what I produce, I feel like it's just going to have longevity in your craft space, and it's no different to my fashion. I want you to be able to buy something, particularly maybe a skirt or a frock, and just have it hung there, and then all you've got to do is just team it up with maybe a coat, a jacket, a pair of Docs, a pair of Converse, or a pair of stilettos, and you're just going to absolutely rock it. I'm just going to see if it's on here for you. But yeah, so we launched party season on Monday, and we launched actually officially the website on the 1st of November. It was so funny, Janice, because when I launched, everyone's like, are you leaving us? I was like, no, my passion is craft, my dream is fashion. So I'm never going to leave anybody. Don't worry about that. And craft is my bread and butter. I've built what I've built today, like I say, all by myself. I would never, ever give that up for love, no money. But let's just see if, I don't know if you can see this here. I'll just let my phone just do its thing.
Okay.
So it's Cedar Rose Fashion. So you can just see a few banners on. Yes, that is me. I do look good sometimes, you know, guys. When I put on a bit of...
look at them.
When I put on a bit of makeup, I do brush up, not bad, you know, as Tim would say.
That's
But yeah, so
brilliant. So all these things that you're wearing, that's what you've got to sell?
yeah, so they're all for sale on the website right now.
Like that. Like the trouser suit.
Suits and skirts and cords and all sorts of little bits and pieces. But it's a slow fashion brand. It's not fast fashion. Like I say, they're timeless pieces. You invest once and hopefully you'll be able to wear them all of the time.
Absolutely. Very, very stylish. Have you got all kinds of sizes on there as well, Toni? You know, if anyone's watching.
Yeah, so it's an inclusive fashion brand. Sizes 6 at the moment, 6 to a size 20. So I've tried to go as large as I can, and we do lengths for petite for you and lengths for me tall. So yeah, we have all inclusive, and our cotton's sustainably sourced, and I'm trying to be a little bit more ethical as we do with our craft. Cost of my boy, but I don't want people to get distracted by I love my fashion, and it's a little bit of a hobby at the moment, but my passion is total in my craft. So if anybody wants to see what Stamps by Me is doing, although you can't physically see us on a channel, i.e. one of the other shopping channels, we are live Monday, Wednesday, Friday on my own channel as well. And I have the most amazing community. So can I just say, Janice, as well, we did say we'd do a giveaway, but I did say also, didn't I, about any new crafters? I forgot about that.
You did. And when you said about the giveaway, and my brain was going, surely you're not going to do the other one as well. Surely it's just one or the other. So you're going to do the other thing as well?
So I don't know who watches your shows, and I know that probably there's a lot of people on there that might not even know who I am, even though I've been around for day dot really, probably like, who is this girl wearing her pajamas on a live with Janice?
But looking snazzy.
Yeah, looking snazzy. It's all creased. But so I was just going to say, if anybody's watching the show right now and has never shopped with Stamps by Me, if they go and place an order on my website for the first time, as long as you're not on our database, i.e. your name or your address, if you spend £30, I'll send you a box of goodies for over £100. So just to encourage some new people onto our website. And I know that once you come and say hello and get involved in my lovely crafty community, which I've built for the last 14 years, you will come all the time.
Oh, that is so kind of you. So as long as no one's ever shopped with you before on Stamps by Me, so they're not on your database, the address or anything like that, so brand new customers, £30 or more, they'll get a goodie box worth £100.
£120 will be sent if they spend £30 on the website as a brand new customer.
It's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. I'm going there tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't have your details, so yeah. Don't anybody be paying Janice to do it for them.
That really is generous and really, really is amazing. It really, really is. Are you this year going to do, or have you done, is it available, the advent calendar, or is it gone? Is it still available? Is it gone?
So the refills have sold out, which is totally like blown my mind. However, we do have the new one for this year, and I think I have 30 left.
Okay.
So there's not many at all left, which thank you so much, because I know a lot of people have invested knowing that I bought the stock that I did for Create and Craft and won't be able to sell those numbers myself. However, it has, so thank you everybody that's bought it. But if you are wanting something quite luxurious at Christmas time, then you need to get the Stamps by Me advent calendar, because it's totally awesome.
Oh, it is. It's amazing.
The team have been packing them for about 4 weeks now, and every time I'm looking like, oh, I can't wait to open box 6, can't wait to open box 9.
I'd just open them all on day one. I'd be like, and get them all out. I'm terrible.
Oh,
I'm
no.
terrible.
No,
I'm the one that shapes the boxes for the presents. Or
you are
just guesses.
You
or
are
just
a
guesses.
nightmare.
I know. I am. I can't help it.
Let's just talk about how are you? What are you going to be doing? What's happening?
Well, I'm all right. Yeah, it's a weird one, Toni, because one minute you know, I feel all right. And I do like you, go out for walks, take the head out of things and just appreciate what's around me for a change, you know, rather than getting up at 4 and being there for, you know, all those hours and driving back. You suddenly realise how much you were putting into your work, which I love, don't get me wrong. So I'm trying to take myself out of it a little bit just to really process it all, because it was such a shock to all of us. And, you know, we still haven't had any money from the government. We didn't get paid our final wages. It's been a very difficult time, you know, because the people that you trusted, you thought were doing the right thing for you, turns out that maybe they thought they were doing the right thing for you, but they kind of, I don't know, weren't. Not wishing to get into too much, but things like that. So it's been hard, and it's affected all of us, you know. It's affected the staff that work there, everybody, from the TV team to the buyers to the warehouse to the call centre. It's affected our dear customers, it's affected suppliers. So there's a whole lot of that going on at the moment. But what's great is there's also a whole lot of people just trying to put their arms around you. And I think that's great. So when chances like this come along to do Facebook Lives, it makes me feel great that I can help people. I've been working with Highlight Crafts as well. So Steph invited me over to Highlight Crafts, and that was so nice to go into the building and see the team there. I knew everybody, and it was such a warm welcome. They've been doing live, so they've been doing shopping live. So I presented a couple of those on Monday, and I'm back there on Monday coming. So excited about that. It's not a short drive, but a drive up to Chesterfield. So it's an easy drive straight on the motorway, up off the motorway. Yeah. So I've been doing that. I'm going to hopefully, and if Barbara's watching, I'm going to I will be sending you the information. Barbara's going to do some, I'm going to do a collection of Barbara Gray. So I'm just trying to keep myself busy and do the things perhaps that I can do now that I probably couldn't do then.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same. I think if you are a emotional person who has any humility, is that the word? Humility? Yeah, that is the word. And same for our customers as well. You're all going to feel that sad gut, awful wrench feeling, even for the customers. Some of the customers lost out on things as well, but a lot of the customers didn't, but they still felt like we did. So, you know, and it's that community, isn't it? But what I did want to say though was, Janice, was you all know that we do the Stamping Together Festival every year. That's our sort of like craft event that we do in Liverpool, Port Sunlight normally. So we have given it a brand new facelift, and it's coming back next year to Wakefield. And I'm going to invite all the presenters at Create and Craft to come and have the day with us all there. We'll get some nice food. And we're going to do a VIP for our wonderful customers who want to come and do classes with their favourite brands and come and see their stalls and things like that. So there is some good stuff coming, and like I said to you, every cloud does have a silver lining, and none of us are sat on our bottoms at home waiting for the next thing to happen. We're all squirreling away at little things to sort of like pump some energy back into this craft community, because what's happened. We can't change it, we can't go back, but there's one thing for certain: we can make it better.
Yeah, we can. You can always make it better. And remember, as my t-shirt says, here we go, focus on the good. Always focus on the good.
I thought it said focus on the food.
Well, that as well. If you can.
We like food.
Can I just say a huge thank you, and you've got to come on again. Perfect. Pajamas, well, when I say pajamas or no pajamas, I didn't mean it like that. Pajamas or something else. But you must come on again, and thank you so much for taking the time out, Toni, and so generous. So I'm going to choose a winner. Yeah. We're going to let this run. People are going to watch it again. So tomorrow I will choose a winner at random. I will ask them for their details so I can give them to you. Yeah. And you're going to send them a code for a voucher for £100 to spend on Stamps by Me website. Yeah. It's just amazing. Which could really make someone's Christmas. And then also, if there are any new customers, go along, check out the website, have a look at all the great goodies that are on there. And if you buy anything for, is it over £30? Yeah. If you buy anything for over £30, they're going to get a goodie box worth
£120.
Amazing.
So if you're searching Stamps by Me, we are the How to Craft Network. It's the same thing. We're both the same thing. Okay, so go and check it out.
Excellent. Much love to everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
No, thank you for joining me. And will you come back and do it again, Toni?
Yes, just give me a text.
Excellent.
Thank you,
Excellent. And I'll tell you to wear your pajamas.
Thanks.
See you later, Toni.
Bye.
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 Take care.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
There you go. Oh, isn't that amazing? Well, we've been here for an hour and 20 minutes. It's been absolutely fantastic, hasn't it? It's been lovely to have your company. Yeah, Toni is very, very generous. Get Toni a Kit Kat, says Ellen. Oh, thank you. Looking forward to a trip back to Wakefield. So looking forward to the crafty event that's coming up there. Paula says, bye, Toni. Roy Richardson is watching tonight. Hello, Roy. I hope, Kate says, thank you both. Thank you. I hope you've had a nice night watching, whether you've just dipped in for 10 minutes or a minute. You can watch this again. I'm going to put it on to Facebook, so the lives are always available to watch afterwards for 30 days, but also now on my YouTube channel. So I put a link on Janice Phillips TV to my YouTube channel. It's a bit confusing because the name says Dolster, Dolster. It's a long story, don't ask. I will be changing the name to Janice Phillips TV, but I can't do it for 14 days. But the actual address is Janice Phillips TV. So if you have a look at my Facebook, Janice Phillips TV, there's a link on there to go to my YouTube that says Dolster. That's the one you want to join and subscribe to if you want to. You don't have to. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. It just means I have subscribers. So that'd be really, really nice if you can do that. And I'll probably put another ad up tomorrow letting you know that. I thought instead of waiting until I edited it and put Janice Phillips TV, that's another 2 weeks away. I just thought get all of the lives on there so you can watch them. You can cast them to your TV. They're in standard definition at the moment. So the Facebook lives that I'm doing here, they're kind of just developing and organically growing. So sometimes they'll be half an hour, sometimes they'll be an hour. Tonight was an hour and 20, which was brilliant because we had great guests talking about the things that they loved. So it's always nice to catch up. We'll be revisiting guests as well. We'll be having little snippets of guests. So I'm trying to change it all the time. I'm taking your feedback as well about maybe doing it at 8 o'clock rather than 7 o'clock. So taking that on board. The next one's this Friday at 8 o'clock. I've done quite a few this week because I just wanted to see what days work the best for you guys. And again, I put another poll out to see whether you want it once a week, twice a week, or just surprise me a week, you know, just have it whenever. So that polls out on my Facebook as well, because I just want this to grow organically, because it's much about you and the beautiful guests that we have on as it is me doing them. So thank you very much for watching. You can watch again if you have just joined us. It's going to be on Facebook available. Don't forget, one lucky winner is going to win £100 to spend on Toni's website. And also every new customer, if you go there, if you're not on the database, you'll get a goodie bag worth £120 when you spend 35 pence. Oh, it almost sounds like my old job again. Right, anyway, it's been lovely having your company. I'm going to go now. But have a lovely evening, and I'll see you Friday. Tomorrow, Adam Humphries is doing a Facebook Live, so go and check him out. I think it's 8 o'clock. I think he's doing it at 8 o'clock, so that'd be lovely to see him and what he's up to. So in the meantime, bye, and I'll see you on Friday with our Catherine Sturrock. Ta-ra, bye. Now I've got to make sure that my last shot is me still smiling, because when I turn it off, it captures the last thing when I go. So I'm going to keep smiling.